Alrighty, and welcome back to Wildewitch RP's live play of our Burning Veil campaign, Scions of the Skyfire. What is Wildewitch RP, you may ask? I will tell you. Wildewitch RP is me, Faye, your game master and storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love role-playing games and sharing stories with all of you so much that we quit our day jobs and created our own company so that way we could create high-quality TTRPG experiences full-time. We've been very fortunate along the way to meet many awesome, amazing players who have joined us on our adventure, including the players with us tonight. And you can join them in all the fun. To get started playing with us, just join our Discord and website community where you can sign up for games, meet us and all of our players, talk about your favorite characters and stories, and even roleplay on our forums. We've got plenty of games that happen every day, Monday through Saturday, so that way you can play in our Mortal Guardians episodic campaign and fight back against the evil Coven of Zol and their dark masters from the void beyond the stars. We also offer high-quality custom quests, magic items, of course, our Burning Veil campaign running alongside the Mortal Guardians, and our playthrough of D&D's Dragonlance campaign. So, take a moment during the game to join us and introduce yourself. We can't wait to see you at the table. Now, speaking of the table, let us get started with tonight's game. And we are picking back up in the realms of Vale de Fera, where you have made your way over to the Dark Ward Leaf after some strange interactions between the Glirbo bandits, the swamp, or the I can't remember all of them. There's so many moving parts. Let me get my notes. There is the Shrewd Brine Saboteurs, the Swamp Muck, I only remember the Muckers. But a lot of things have been going on. Crazy things happening, and currently you are heading towards towards the Ironbark Towers warehouse, the base of operations for the Shrewd Brine Saboteurs. And while it is not terribly far from the Sprigganock Spiritual Lounge, it is in a rougher district of the Dark Ward Leaf, which is where we pick up. You all have felt some eyes on you as you guys are entering into this scenario, but what are you guys doing?
There's quite a lot of us, so trying to stick close and look tough.
Definitely trying to look tough.
Definitely trying to look tough.
I will say performance or intimidation.
Ooh.
Oh no, Cecil. So, can you describe to me each what your efforts look like? Why don't we start? Go for it.
Okay. Everybody tells me I'm scary anyway, so I'm doing my best to look as scary as possible. Narrowed eyes, kind of. Listen, I don't know how I'm scary. I'm just trying.
I'm giving little micro flinches to anyone who tries to mean mug me.
Someone, as you give the sort of micro flinch, actually takes that and starts walking up to you, Cecil. And you see this sort of very scrungly type goblinoid. Hard to say for sure. Just eye you up and down. And you think you got some big britches, do you?
Yeah. Not as big as this one, and I'll point to Abby.
What?
She's scary.
No, that's fair.
Is there a problem?
You the leader of this gang?
I might be. Who are you?
I'm a person that's got a problem with one of your underlings. How you gonna make it up to me, this offense?
I ain't gotta make nothing up to you. You can turn around and walk away.
Roll me an intimidation check, please. This is contested against his own.
Mm.
So. It is two hard figures that stand. It's a rock in a hard place at an indeterminate cross. Fine. But if he makes another step out of line and I'll see it, I'm decking him.
You can try.
Is that a threat?
Knowing her, I'd say it's a promise.
Roll an intimidation check. Bracken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. If this is your whole gang, we'll see about that. And with that, he's gonna start walking off, but he keeps an eye on your group. So, you've entered into this area, but now comes the part of trying to find the Ironbark Towers. What do you do? How do you go about finding the information?
No. Oh, please go ahead.
No, you go, you go.
No.
No, you go.
I insist. Fine.
I'm not talking, you go.
Fine. Now look for someone who's looks kind of shifty, like they're not quite as tough as everyone else around them.
Roll for me, then an insight check.
Avi grabs Cecil.
I mean, definitely look at Cecil compared to the rest of you. The only other one that kind of fits that an immediate vibe would be Cadred, but you're looking for someone outside of your group.
Yeah.
No, I'm just being a dick.
Yeah, no.
So as you're looking for the figures here, most everyone seems to be watching you warily, as if waiting for you to make a wrong move, or at least trying to size you up to see if they know any of your associations. It seems that you aren't in territory where if you are not affiliated with any of their groups, you may not be as more welcomed. There are a few shifty characters, but they stand nearby a group of others. No one seems to be quite on their own. It seems that there is a sort of group mentality here.
Understood. Does anyone in particular look uh shaken if I catch their eye?
Not so much shaken.
Mhm.
No one is immediately hostile, which may hearken to your presence.
Mhm.
But it seems that these are people who deal with stuff that shakes them on the daily.
Mm,
It may not be quite so easily to notice an immediate sign of fear.
gotcha. Okay. Um. Well, dang. Well, I'll just pick someone.
Not the guy that.
No.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Right, that's one.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
The other one will never be used. Um. I kind of make eye contact and tilt my head and smile before walking over very calmly.
Okay. As you walk over, the one that you've sort of made eye contact with steps a little bit closer to. He's got about two other figures that seem to wear similar accoutrement, probably
Mhm.
of the same group. And then, yeah, what do you want?
Just looking for directions.
Yeah, well, I can point you onto the smarter side that where you want to stay.
All right, that's real cute. You know where you can point me is to the Iron Bar Towers.
And how bad you want to get there?
That depends.
Well, I don't work for free, lady.
You particularly fond of that one specific tooth right there?
Look, maybe your intimidation tactics work elsewhere, but
Mm.
I think we can take you. As this figure looks between the companions, one a cypress sprig, a little kind of rotted in areas,
Mm.
as if it has perhaps not had the best luck. And the other a thick, stocky goblin.
All right. I mean, if
You
that's
think you,
if we're asking a question.
you think you could take all of us?
I mean, life out here ain't worth anything if you ain't living on the edge, so you start trouble, we'll meet up to whatever you bring.
There's a big difference between living on the edge and going off the edge, little buddy.
Yeah, and you meet people going off the edge every day over here.
What do you say?
If you were smart, you'd head back over where you came from.
So I'll turn to Avi and Cecil. So how do y'all look?
Well, I know he isn't calling us dumb.
Know that for sure, because if he did, we'd have some real problems.
He might be getting closer and closer to that edge he keeps talking about.
You coming over here, you making demands of us. You don't even wear any colors. Who are you?
Not
That's
from
none.
around here.
It's really none of your concern.
It is my concern if you're asking me questions about the Shrewbriners.
All right, listen. You don't work for free. I get it. What is it that you want?
You know, there's a thing that, everyone really kind of accepts. It's small, shiny, worth a lot.
Oh, well, now he's being smart.
Cadrip, give me your teeth.
Hey!
No.
Where'd my pliers go?
No, it's
No.
fine.
Can't rip.
Now, you see, things could have gotten a lot nicer if you started off with negotiating and talking to us rather than playing a little song and dance, yeah?
You're the
I'm
ones.
more than willing to keep it civil, if you are.
You're the ones coming over here making threats when I just put out that I don't work for free.
All I asked is if you liked your tooth.
And I believe that's got some implications there.
You believe what you want. So what are you thinking? 10, 15 gold?
He looks over each of you. $10 platinum.
5 platinum.
8.
6.
Deal. He puts his hand out.
Do I even have platinum? I'll hand it over.
Hey. So, you'll head down Main Street for about 3 more blocks. If you want to just walk right up to their front door, you'll continue down the main street for another 4 blocks. It'll be right there. But if you want to take a bit more back roads, 3 blocks. Down to your left. And just continue following everything. It'll lead you right to the back door.
Not inside that.
Roll an insight check.
Just want to make sure you're telling the truth.
He does not seem to be deceptive. If he is, he's doing a hell of a job. Gives you reason to believe that he's being truthful and honest.
Now, is that so hard? It's been a pleasure.
He doesn't say anything. Kind of leans back next to his companions.
At least we have a direction. Good job, Bobby.
Yeah, well. I don't like being mean.
Well, sometimes you gotta get me.
As you are making your way to the warehouse, are you trying to do so with any sort of stealth, or...
It depends. Are we going to the front gate or we going around?
I think we try. Yeah, that's fine.
Straight to the front?
Yeah.
Then there's no need to stealth, I don't think.
No, just walk in like we own the place.
Okay. Cadrib. I mean, if we're going to their area, that's gonna have like a lot of people in there.
I would assume so.
So we just gonna a lot of goblins. You know, that's a lot of fighting. Just putting that out there. Like there could easily be 100 goblins in a warehouse. Warehouses are pretty big. I don't know if you've seen them before.
Seen a warehouse.
Cadrip seems to think we should be taking a more quiet approach then.
You know, I always vote for a quiet approach. If the big people can't see you, they can't, beat you up.
All
Well,
right,
here's the
well,
thing, Cadra. When you're rolling with us, you're working with the big boys, so you gotta be ready to throw some punches.
I could throw my teeth and run.
we're not
Nope.
throwing tea.
Don't throw your teeth, keep them in your head, and learn to fight so you don't have to lose them all the time.
But if I fight back, then more of the big guys come back, and then I get my head in the privy. That's
Well,
not.
yeah, but
You
now,
really think-
again, you have the big guys with you.
Really think I'm gonna let anybody stick your head in a privy?
Well, no, but I mean, if there's too many people, you guys got to get away, and I'll just be the bait.
No, you will not.
But you guys got to get away.
Which means you gotta get away.
That doesn't make sense. Someone has to stay
You-
back.
Are included in you guys.
But you guys were your own group before you found me.
And now you're part of the group.
So, very confusing. Very confusing.
I don't see how it's confusing,
So
Kedra.
you guys aren't following the rules.
There are.
First,
We
you
don't
give,
have.
first you give me your real names. Like,
Yeah,
That I'm an underling. You don't give me your real names.
you're not, though.
I'm the runt.
You're not. Oh,
Look, he's bigger than me, and he stands next to Cecil.
That don't make it. If he was bigger than you, or just because he's bigger than you, that used to mean he was the smallest of the group. He wasn't the runt.
Well, maybe that's
Yeah,
because
bro.
you're the runt.
listen to me, and I want
What
you
you
to hear.
call me?
I want you to hear my words and really understand them, Cadreb. You are a part of this group. You are just as important as me, as Bracken, as Cecil, as Ron, Ansel, any of us.
Now, if you ever call me a runt again, we're gonna have problems. But that's a different story.
Like, my teeth will fix the problems kind of problems?
Nope.
Will the pliers be needed for other things kind of problems?
Yeah, we're so far past teeth and pliers.
Okay.
You don't even know.
You see, like, a shiver of fear kind of go up.
I feel like we were getting somewhere, and then Bracken said something, and that went out the window.
But that's all digression. Because you're part of the group.
I mean, I guess. You come to the point during this conversation where you are now at the third block down. If you are deciding to go with a more stealthy approach, this would be where your turnoff is.
I think we should turn.
100 does sound like quite the number of goblins.
Making a turn, you're able to move through off the main roads without drawing much attention towards your group. As you do so, Go ahead, roll for me, everybody. Insight.
Wow.
Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it was.
It's 2 ones.
But only one of them is natural.
Mm.
So, you know what you are after is the location of Jellivis. And to find out where she is at, you need to find the connection that you overheard with Siltrig, the goblin known as Diglib. You have that knowledge in your mind, Cecil, as you begin to walk. Avi and Bracken are just keeping your eyes out to see if there's anyone who might know anything. So, as you make your way down the back roads, it's really easy to find your way, as most of the turns and areas only really have one true choice. Everything else is broken down or filled to an area where it's untraversable. And you see now that you come off the side and you see the Ironbark Towers. You spot small houses around the main warehouse. You see that there are some guards patrolling it nearby. But there is the Ironbark Towers.
We need to find that goblin Diglib. I think they'll lead us to Jellivis and maybe more information. You think we should grab one of these ones out here?
Yeah. Wouldn't hurt. They definitely know the area.
Maybe we can set up to ambush a small group and take them fast.
Yeah, why not? You guys want to get set up and I'll get them over here? Or do we just want to wait for someone to walk by?
Are they patrolling in fixed routes? Gables?
You've not watched too long. Do you want to take a minute or two to watch?
Yeah.
It does seem that they are in fixed routes around this. You're unsure if any would come very close to where you're at, but roll. If anyone would like to roll for me an insight check. Cecil, Avi, you think that while maybe none would come quite so close to directly cross your path, they might come close enough where you could try and lure them away with something of interest.
Any
All right.
minute, right?
Yeah, we might be able to lure a couple off their path into some secluded area here.
Yeah. You know what? I got an idea. Oh, yeah, I got a great idea. You guys get set up. I'm going to get ready with this. And we can get them in. What, you want them in that alleyway over there?
As long as it's secluded enough, yeah, that'll work.
Yeah. And I'll reach into my coin purse, and I will separate some coins into another bag, and I will use that in a moment when I'm ready.
Okay.
I guess the rest of us will hide.
Yeah.
That's good.
Roll stealth checks then for hiding.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I will still try to hide. Just somewhere else.
Alright. Cecil, what does a 2 stealth look like here in this alleyway?
Probably I'm hiding behind a broken window that's glass, and I don't realize that it's two-way glass.
Okay. So, same vibes as what I was thinking.
Excellent.
I was very much thinking like finding an old lampshade and just having that kind of. It's like, yeah, it's fine. No one's gonna know. So the 2A glass, nice. Avi, you easily find an area that provides full cover from you, but an angle where you can watch everything. Which means that you can watch some of the NPCs fumble about their hiding. Ulcus and
Or-
Cadrib.
Or PCs.
Well, yeah, we all know what Cecil's lookalikes. But Ulcus and Cadrib seem to be doing just fine. They disappear almost without a trace. Lorcan's struggling a little bit. He's like right near where Cecil is, but on the other side of the wall. So where Cecil's on one side of the window, Lorcan's on the other, but like crouched down.
Oh my goodness. They're adorable, made for each other.
Ansel, decent hiding, but probably could be spot, and Run sort of stays in an area where she's ready to move out, which might hinder stealth, but keeps her ready to act if it's needed.
Just kind of give her a look. Like, really?
She just gives a more stern look of like, of course.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it.
But you all take your hiding spots back in a little bit closer towards the edge, or even outside of the alleys. That way you can keep a watch on the guard patrol.
And as they come close, I will take my loosely tied up money bag and I'll throw it on the ground in the alleyway. And as the sound of coins spilling everywhere, I'll just, oops, damn, I just dropped all my money. There must be 3 weeks of pay here. And, well, better take my time and pick it up and make sure it's all accounted for.
This happens so often. Go ahead, roll for me. I'm gonna say roll for me a performance check for enticement.
With advantage?
No, the gold is the reason why it's persuasion.
Alright. Oh.
Oh no! As you're trying to call this out, a figure from the two guards that are over there, you hear a sort of heavy click, and you see this like oversized blunderbuss that this guy pulls off of his back. Alright, put your hands up where I can see them.
What, can he see me?
He's pointing it over in the direction where you called out from.
Oh, Oh me, oh my, is that a bystander who can help me pick up all my coins and money?
As I said, hands up.
I would put my hands up, but then I could not pick up my coins and money.
You're talking real suspicious like. You don't put your hands up and I release the pistol.
I'm assuming Brackett's kind of hidden, at least, or no?
I mean, you spoke, which breaks your stealth.
Oh, okay. Brackett will put his hands up.
Alright. Now step on out. Nice and easy like.
But what about my coins and my money?
You can leave it there.
Well, hey, come on now. I need that.
Well, you should have thought about that before you started acting suspicious on Briner territory.
I need it for buying alcohol and lottery tickets and other wise decisions.
Roll a deception check. Yeah, I'm sure you do. I'll give you the count of 3. You pick up as much as you can and then you scram.
Are they within 30 feet?
They are within 30 feet of the opening of the alleyway, but you are further down the alleyway.
I'm going to start trying to, like, scoop and push the coins down the alleyway while trying to, like, act like I'm picking them up.
And you hear the goblin start counting. 1! And waits a little bit too long for a second before going to 2.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to count.
I mean, he can count to 3. He doesn't know how long a second is, but he can count to 3.
Just very, very much kind of counting in my head. 1, 2, 3,
2!
4, 5, 6. Man, this guy's terrible. 7.
And then he shoots the blunderbuss. But because this thing is like so much larger than he is, like this is a gifts gun. It's not meant for a goblin. He kind of gets thrown back, and the shot is going to be a disadvantage against you. Which means that's a natural 1, and it just kind of
Let's
clips
go.
a building nearby.
Bracken's gonna just take that as a warning shot for the spot between 2 and 3, because I'm assuming he pulled the trigger on 3.
Yeah.
And he's gonna keep going, scooping the money up and pushing it down the alleyway, trying to make it around a corner, if there is one.
Go ahead, give me an athletics check to see how fast you're doing this. Cool. Yeah, by the time that they are no longer in any sort of immediate visual, you've already kind of scooped around. They're like, hey, listen to me, you scrammed. Well, where's all the coin? So...
And there will be a jingle of coin hitting the ground around the corner. Ah, nuts!
So...
I'm so clumsy.
Hey, you hear that suspicious voice again?
Ah!
So, you have the 2 guards kind of moving warily. The blunderbuss has been reset, and is held out in front of this goblin, both hands. What are you guys doing as this goblin and his buddy comes in?
I'm waiting for them to get within range.
Alright?
Probably 30 feet. That's all I need.
If they come into just within the alley, they'd be in 30 feet of you.
Okay. I'm holding blindness deafness once they reach 30 feet.
Okay. What is that, a con save?
On save 17.
We've got a 12 and a 13.
No, they're both blind.
Hey, someone turned off the lights! You see this wild kind of pointing at the blunderbuss. Hey, who's out there?
Can I jump out and smack
Only
one with my
last-
war hammer?
Just
Only last
pop
a
one on the
minute.
back of the head.
Sure. It's advantage.
Natural 20.
I'll
my-
say you don't even have to roll any damage here. You just knock him out, so that way the spell doesn't have to do all the work here. So that's which one were you going for?
The blunderbuss.
Okay, yeah, he goes down, and the blunderbuss goes.
Can I hit the other one?
Go for it. Hey, what was that sound? My buddy.
It's 27.
27. I will say that that's in the same area where it's just a thud. And then as he falls, he hits into the alleyway building and drops down. And you've got 2 unconscious goblin guards.
Is there any of these doors in this alleyway that we can get into?
Yeah.
Let's grab his blunderbuss too. A little present for Terramander, huh, Bracken?
Yeah, she'll get a kick out of that.
I put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
Alright, let's drag these guys in one of these empty houses or buildings and tie them up.
Is there a dumpster around?
There is no dumpster around, unfortunately.
Damn. Can't dumpster these nerds.
No. Though I'm sure that if you find an old fish barrel or something, it can be the equivalent.
Use the open lid as a backboard, just whip them in.
So, as you, I will say it doesn't take much to tie these guys up. They're unconscious. What are you guys doing?
What kind of room are we in? Are there multiple rooms in this building?
There are multiple rooms, but you're just in, like, one large one. It's pretty abandoned. No one's here. It's dirty. There's graffiti on the walls. Broken furniture.
Alright.
I mean, we could get the information from them, yeah? That's the whole point, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, you guys aren't gonna ransom?
Why would we, dude? They're
No.
worth nothing.
We always would take people for ransomings.
We want what they
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, we got bigger pictures here.
Okay. That's why you're the big people.
You gotta start thinking long term,
How do you do that?
carefully.
Oh, I'm not good at careful.
You also usually let one of the smarter people do it.
Oh, I'm really not a smart person.
Yeah, well, you'll get there. That's why whenever Avi's coming up with an idea, I'm smiling, nod, and go, yeah, 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 and act like I came up with it when anyone asks.
You see Catrip kind of like nod, taking those words in. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got it.
Yeah, but it was my idea.
There you go. See, he gets it.
Does he?
Yeah, he gets it. Anyway, what are we going to be
You?
doing, Avi?
I mean, I could just grab it from him.
Yeah, yeah, you
We
grab
don't
it
even-
from him.
We don't even need to wait till they wake up, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think we need to either. You grab it
probably
from him
be
and we'll
faster.
get things moving.
Faster, yeah. Okay. So we're gonna detect thoughts
Okay.
on one of them. What's this dude's name? Diglib.
Yeah, you're looking
Diglett.
for
That's
Diglett.
who I'm looking for. Yep.
Okay. Uh, So wisdom save, yeah? Yeah, no, that's a fail.
Great. Yeah, we're looking for location and anything else on Diglett.
You see a recent memory of Diglett. Where this guy gave a nod of hello as Diglett entered into the Ironbark Towers, and there's a question. Hey, you heading to the playrooms? Yeah, I've got bets that I'm putting down. Well, good luck. And that's the most recent memory of Diglett.
I'll share that.
What are the playgrounds?
Playrooms.
Playrooms. That's not more clear.
Sounds like some kind of...
Children's daycare.
That's not what I was gonna say. Sounds like they're gambling.
Oh, it could be that too. I thought of another thing, but I'll save it for later.
No, please.
No, that's
Oh,
cool.
oh, no. I think I get...
Yeah, I'll
where
save
you're
it for
coming
later.
from. You should. Don't... Keep it to yourself. How about that?
Cadrid came up with it, actually.
Wait, are we talking about, like, the Red Glowworm District?
Oh, goodness.
See? I told you. It was all his plan. If you're mad, yell at him.
I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
I usually don't have enough money to go there.
Usually,
No.
but not never. Never mind.
We know where
My
Diglett
man
is.
Cadrid getting it in.
We know where Diglett is. I don't like this conversation.
Anyway,
But do we know where that is?
I mean, it's inside somewhere.
Oh, it's okay. It's in here. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you would recall that the warehouse, the Ironbark Towers, isn't just the warehouse. There's also smaller houses on the outside.
Hmm.
You just saw Diglett entering in the premises when this guard passed by his path. It was not like some sort of followed and see where he
Mhm.
entered in. You just saw that he got onto the premises. But you still have the connection. You might be able to pry for playrooms.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I think I missed it. Did we actually come to what playrooms meant, or did we?
Hold on.
Okay. I got a little distracted.
By the Red Glowworm District.
I'm trying to concentrate, please.
We're gonna run into the same problem again and again.
So, as you press further once more, you see Avi a sort of warehouse. There's a crew warren where saboteurs will come and stay and rest that aren't in the separate houses for the gang boss and all the other upper associates in the leadership team, of which there are 10 as the thought you kind of follow the thought trail. You see faces, Umzik, figures known as Zappers, figures known as Roughhousers, but you move past the leadership because that's not what you're really interested in, and you go back to the layout, and so it's playrooms. And then as you kind of pick into those thoughts, you see memories of goblins and other figures, all of them kind of saboteurs where they bare knuckle box, and there are betting crews.
Mm.
You also know that there is also a large kitchen and a meeting hall.
Hey. Yeah, I think I know where it's at. They do boxing in there.
Boxing.
Boxing.
Yeah, they're just beating each other up, betting on it. There's a kitchen and meeting places.
Damn, you don't want to make some money?
Are we selling teeth?
No, we're not selling teeth.
I'm sorry, that just makes a lot of money.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to snap at you. I'm sorry. Um,
He looks
mean-
over to Cecil, and that's where he kind of whispers, "That's how I made the money."
Boxing? You're a boxer?
No, the selling teeth.
Oh, and then you use the money. Oh. Cecil makes a mental note.
is that my mama?
That my mom sent it to me.
I mean, I hate to say it, but I mean that might be our end. Pass the money all off as a fighter. Mm.
One of y'all.
Did it appear open to the public?
The memory would have been all saboteurs, really.
Mostly all saboteurs, but I mean, we could paint. Bracken, I suppose, has volunteered himself as some
Absolutely. Let's do
big
this.
up and coming fighter, and
No, you see, you gotta tell them I'm not that good. So that way people bet against me.
just
a lot.
starting out.
Yeah, there you go.
Just he's
And then
he's
when
just
I wipe the floor with
okay.
someone, we rake all it in.
Okay, yeah, but while we're there, we also need to.
You pulling a hustle?
Hell yeah, we're pulling a hustle.
Do we not also need to speak to Digleb?
Privately.
Okay, well, there's meeting rooms. I don't know. This seems. We might could pull this off.
Bracken keeps the attention there, and we try and find Digleb, get him alone. We don't actually know what he looks like, though.
I saw him.
Oh, you know what he looks like. Excellent.
Yeah, I know what he looks like. Or this guy does, and that's how I know.
There's like a visual that I have, and I know that one of you will. What is his name? Imagine Mr. Pappas from Monster Camp. The goblin businessman,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Okay.
but more
100%.
scrungly.
Got it.
And as you have that thought in your mind, this is where we are going to take our first ad break. So stick with us as we pick up with our infiltration of the Ironbark Towers warehouse in the search for Digleb. And we will be right back after our ads. All right, we're back at it. You guys have an idea of where Diglib could be inside the playrooms here at the Ironbark Towers warehouse. What are you guys currently doing besides standing in an alleyway?
So the story is Bracken's an up-and-coming fighter.
Mhm.
The
Well,
rest
no,
of us
he's
are
new, hoping to be up and coming.
trying to make a name for himself.
I'm
That's
gonna
it.
make
Yep.
it big one day.
One day, bud, you're gonna do it.
While he's doing whatever he's going to be doing, we're looking for this goblin,
Hmm.
Diglib.
Yep.
All right. We're still at the back door, though. Is that weird?
I don't know. It could be weird.
Well, if we're not trying to be sneaky, maybe we should go back to the front.
What do we do with the unconscious guys?
Leave
Leave
him
him
here.
tied up.
Okay.
They only saw one of us. And I mean, really, barely saw him.
It's the guy we're putting front and center. This is awesome.
Yeah, that is true. Um, it's fine. Everything's fine. Um, so we go back to the front.
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay,
Okay.
gotta line my butt off.
So you head up to the front. You see that there is again, the patrols, but there's also a
Mhm.
guard stated right at kind of the barrier. Um, Hey, whoa, 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 whoa! You ain't regulars. Where are you going?
N- No, we're not regulars. Um, see, I represent this fine gentleman here. Uh, he has big dreams of being a fighter. Um, and we heard that there is a a, a boxing ring. He just wants to throw a few punches, prove himself, get his name out there. I mean, it's really
She kind of looks over your group. Go ahead, give me a deception check.
uh, okay.
I've been training really hard in the meatpacking district on sides of beef. And I
It's
think
not
I
been
have what it
going.
takes.
It's really not been going well. We're just doing this to humor him.
My mom always told me that the best ways out of this dump were fighting or dying, and I don't feel like the second one's too conductive.
Yeah. Keep your sob story. You said that someone told you. Who's out here talking about our matches? I mean, and you
Oh,
got names?
darling, I ain't no snitch.
Uh, Look, someone done messed up, but you know, outsiders ain't supposed to be knowing about this stuff.
Well, we know.
I can see that you know.
Mm-hmm. So do us a favor. Let us in for an hour or two. Let him get it out of his system, and you won't ever see us ever again.
All right. Here, you do a favor for me.
Mhm.
I do a favor for you. And
What
as
do
she
you have in
says
mind?
this, she rubs her fingers together.
What do you think, like 10, 15 gold?
You can
25 gold.
I'm
20.
gonna make it. You can put it all on me.
She kind of gives a look over to Bracken.
I'm trying to give my best bright-eyed smile and make it
Performance.
see her, make it so she can see all the teeth in my head.
Performance.
She's going to want those teeth.
I'm
20.
so full of hope.
And she puts her hand out.
20.
All right. You got an hour before anyone starts looking. Anyone asks? Wasn't me.
You're the best.
Get out of here quick.
Yeah.
So with that, you kind of are nodded onto the area, and based on your memory of the stolen thoughts, you can find yourselves at one of the playrooms. There are several. What do you do? You hear the ruckus that is happening.
We going in?
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
head
let's
on
do it.
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Actually, that might work. So. So, what does let's do this look like?
I turn my confidence back on before I walk through this door. That's what this. Let's do this. My representative persona.
As you are trying to hone in some of your representative, a thinning of the veils happens here. And what happened to Cecil? What happens to Cecil? Cecil, can you
Yes.
roll for me a d4?
Oh my goodness.
That's a 2.
All right. Your voice changes in pitch, and you get 2 octaves higher, Cecil.
Oh.
Okay.
Amazing.
Cecil,
Yeah, I mean, what's happening?
are you all right?
I don't know. I'm scared.
Do we need to wait and do this on a different day?
No, we're already here. I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, we can do
Wonderful.
this.
Wonderful. All right. Okay. 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 I'm just gonna open the door.
As you open the door, there is a handful of goblins here, all kind of punching around each other. There's a betting table, people waving things.
Okay. First thing, scan in the room for Declan.
Perception check. (17) As you look around, there's many goblins here, but this playroom does not seem to have Diglib.
Not this one in particular.
But you do see a goblin kind of turn to look at you. Hey! What you doing? If you ain't gonna be betting, close the door!
Well, We are here. We have a fighter. They're brand new. They're honestly, I'm not getting real close to this guy. Honestly, he's really not that great. We're doing this to humor him. Um, give him a fight or two, and you know.
And Bracken's in the corner doing like shadow boxing with like terrible, like purposely terrible form. He's like throwing like left hooks like 3 feet above where anyone would be, doing like crazy like kicks that are throwing him off balance and stuff. Like really selling that he is not what he should not be here.
Deception check.
From
Bracken.
okay.
No. I think we can make this work. Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would really, it would mean the world to him.
Of course. Just leave him here in my care. I'll make sure that he gets up on the stage after this next fight.
Oh, you are the best, darling.
Huh?
Come on over here.
Did you get me the toughest guy?
You're gonna go and fight.
Let's do it! I'm so excited.
Oh, look at him. You've really made his day.
Yeah, of course. I bet you're a real special fighter, aren't you? The best.
Oh, I like nothing you've seen. I've been beating up sides of beef all week.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You kind of see like a little bit of like confusion for the briefest moment that he pats your shoulder and feels like developed muscles, but then something
just
comes.
chiseled.
Yeah, and then something comes over his mind and is like that one perhaps miasma of any sort of insight is just out the window. And he's like, hey, why don't you come with me? I'll make sure that we get you set up with the betting pool and get you a nice fight.
I want to fight your strongest guy. I know I can do it.
We'll definitely get you with our strongest guy. He's only the best.
Bracken will come along, all smiles.
So as he gets over to the table, starts going back and forth in Goblin. Do you understand that language?
Goblin?
Yeah.
I do not.
All right. So you're unsure of what they're saying, but then he's all right. You just tell the man your name, and we'll get you on the list.
I'm Bracky.
Oh my god.
All right, Bracky. You just go sit over there, and the referee will call you when it's your turn to fight. All right.
Yeah.
You'll do
Sounds good.
great.
I'm gonna fight.
And then you hear him go back into Goblin. And you're able to wait for your fight. Meanwhile, Avi, Cecil, you guys doing anything?
Okay, I really hate to split us up, but I feel like people need to stay here with Bracky and make sure that things go well.
We split up. That's my idea.
Oh, okay, thank you, Cadrip.
All of them today, isn't he?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're about to tear this place up.
Diglett is not here.
I think that I can stay and keep an eye upon Bracky. Make sure that he does not get into too much trouble.
Right. Good. Okay.
I'll stay out with him as well. Keep an eye on any sort of ranged shenanigans. So,
Okay.
Ron and Ulcus. And you know what? Caterib likes Bracky. I want to watch him fight.
Okay, you can watch him fight.
So that leaves Cecil with Avi, Lorcan, and Ansel. So
Okay. there are a few other places that we could check.
What else do we know about him?
Oh my goodness.
Are we sure that you're alright, Cecil?
It doesn't matter. We have to focus on the mission.
It's very distracting.
What do you want me to do?
I don't, maybe let's go outside.
So,
Make sure you guys bet on me. I'm gonna win big. And that I'll give him like a serious wink.
I'll handle it. Don't worry. Olga says.
All right. Please don't get into too much trouble.
I don't think I'm the one you have to worry about. As he makes direct eye contact with Bracken.
Okay. We have an hour. And I'll head out.
Okay. So, as you guys head out, it is again Cecil, Ansel, Lorcan, and Avi. You've got a few other playrooms that Avi you are aware of.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing?
We want to just go down the line or to pick one at random.
What are the other options?
There are a few other playrooms around here. We should check out the closest one.
All right. The closest one would be a little bit further down this hall.
Okay, and we'll check that one.
Okay. As you open into this playroom, what are you doing?
Immediately scan the room.
Go ahead, roll a perception check. Yeah. You see him. Big Lib is in this playroom, in the midst of the middle of the crowd, yelling, screaming as he waves one of his betting papers.
He's here. And I kind of point him out.
Well, he's a bit of an ugly one, ain't he?
Gotta get him isolated.
I mean, only one of us can even kind of pass through that crowd. Without sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. But, that one person, sounds like a bell on a summer breeze right now.
Can anyone do anything to help me?
Is there any way I can figure out how to fix that?
Go ahead, roll for me, Arcana check.
A 20.
20. It's something that he can't control and seems to be done by some arcane means. Probably a remove curse.
We might need to remove curse on that.
I mean, I think I might be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have enough juice for that.
Thank the gods.
Oh my goodness.
As Ansel begins a prayer, you feel the warmth of the light of Salanthra kind of wash over you, and well, one way to find out if the curse is gone.
Oh, thank you.
That was... Can't believe that worked.
I can't believe it happened.
I can't believe I figured it out.
Okay, where's this guy?
I'm pulling him out again.
What game are they betting on in here?
Another bare knuckle box match.
Ah, okay.
You would see that there's about 15 goblins in here besides the fighters.
Are there any discarded betting slips on the ground?
There are.
I will pick one up. I'm gonna try and maneuver as close to this guy as I can. To Mr. Diglib.
Yeah, go ahead. I will say athletics check to move through the crowd. So you get pushed around as much as you're pushing around, as you have your betting paper in hand, trying to sell yourself. And you're not quite next to Diglib, but you're maybe 10 or so feet away.
Is there a fight going on now?
Currently, there's a fight going on, yes.
How far into the fight does it appear to be? They're just getting started, or?
They're fairly, their knuckles are fairly bruised, but it doesn't seem anyone's drawn blood yet, so still probably somewhere in the first portion of the fighting. Still fairly fresh.
Okay, I'm gonna try and cheer opposite to what he is.
Alright, go ahead and roll for me insight checks then.
It's a big 8.
It's a little delayed as you're waiting to see who his cheers are instead of predicting, so it kind of gets lost in the roar.
My intention is just to get his attention by either yelling.
Yeah, your boos are after his whoops and hollerings of success, and vice versa, because you're trying to gauge his interest, but the timing's a little just off with an 8.
I'm gonna try and give very specific insults towards whoever he bet on in Goblin. See if that gets his attention.
Roll me an intimidation check, please. What happens here is perhaps a bit of what you were hoping for. You're starting to demoralize the fighter, which is allowing the opponent to kind of get the lead, feel a bit more confident, which is causing performance to do down, and Diglib's getting a bit more frantic.
Do I have his attention though? Does he know that it's me?
No, it's kind of, I mean, their betting is kind of a mixed bag here, so it's not like there's one sheer underdog. It's kind of a, so he doesn't have a complete knowledge of you, but he is getting disheartened and frustrated with his own bet. So, I mean, if he storms out because of a losing bet, you know.
Okay, can we see how the rest of the fight goes? Whether his guy wins or not?
Sure. Do you continue waiting it out?
Yeah,
Alright. Do you try and demoralize the fighter anymore?
yeah. I'll keep slinging some hot words.
Roll me another intimidation. Sorry, another insight. Hell yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah, it knocks him off of his footing. It's not enough to make him like completely stunned and shocked that someone would say this. It's your normal, fighting, sporting, smack talk, and some healthy heckling, we might say. And it is enough that this figure, after a few more minutes in the ring, is knocked unconscious. Swells and blood, bruising, and there's all sorts of cheers from figures as they make their way over to the betting table, either to collect their reward or groans. They head over to the betting table to refill their bets, try and win back some of the money lost. However, it seems Diglib is a bit put out after this, and is making his way towards the door.
I want to approach him and try and cut him off.
As you do so, he looks to you. Yeah, you're not supposed to be here, little one. Be on your way. Get out.
Noticed that fight didn't go your way.
And what is it of a business of someone outside of the gang?
Well, I'm just here to do a bit of betting myself. But I heard there was a new challenger over in this other room. But I heard he isn't too hot, doesn't have a reputation, so it should be easy money to bet against him.
I've already lost quite enough money. I don't think I'll be taking any sort of risky advice from someone outside of the gang.
Well, just seems like an easy bet to me.
Roll a persuasion for peer pressure.
It's a 19.
I may have a few coins left. Which playroom?
I gesture to where we just came from.
He just kind of pushes past.
Well, how about this? I'm also here on business, but I'm enjoying the fights. How about I put forth your bet, and if you win, you keep the winnings, and if I win, we have a brief conversation.
Roll another persuasion check with advantage.
16.
Fun. He seems to agree to your terms.
Alright, well I think they're going to be fighting pretty soon, so I'll make to the betting table, place the bet, and give you the ticket. No lose for you, huh?
We shall see. I've not yet heard this conversation you want to have.
Well, we'll wait and see how the fight goes. If you win your bet against this newcomer, then it doesn't even matter. You take the money and go.
Well, let's get over to the playroom.
All right. I'll walk with him and I'll try and like gesture to everyone else just to follow behind.
Easily done, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll go up to the betting table and I'll place a 100 gold bet against Bracky.
Okay. So. Bracken,
Yes.
you've been watching the fight, and it's the same fisticuffs scene that you've seen before.
Yeah.
And is there anything that you do to hype yourself up in this moment?
Oh no, I'm ready to go. I've played myself into a nice deep pocket. I bet I got good odds. I'm ready to go for this.
Okay. So, well, that's happening. Avi,
Mhm.
any thoughts that's on your mind as um, you see the exchange happening between Diglib and Cecil?
Uh, just trying to tell myself, we have to do this. Everything's gonna be okay. It's not forever. Uh, you just gotta get through today, and everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. So,
I hate
as
being me.
as you are all kind of settled in, Cecil, you get your betting tickets. You bring him back to Diglib. Bracken, you are called up to get into the ring before your opponent.
And I'm gonna make another whole thing of it as I'm getting into the ring. I'm having trouble getting over the ropes, and I'll get in. I'm like jumping up and down, and with my fists above my head, all like hyped up and ready and excited and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And then I look at across the way and see who I'm fighting,
Uh,
and really just mean mug them.
what you see is a medium-sized goblinoid creature of red skin and heavy scars as a hobgoblin steps his way into the ring. This man is also like totally ripped, very defined muscles as he sort of steps up. And the referee, the announcer, comes to your corner, pats you on the shoulder. All right, kid. If you don't die here, maybe we'll invite you back to fight again.
Hey, sounds good.
So, with that, it brief understanding of the fight, bare bones, no funny business, and well, let's get an initiative rolled, and I'll say that everyone's rolling this because you guys can throw in perhaps some encouragements for your companion or some debilitating words and effects on upon his opponent. All right. So, it'll be Bracken, Avi, then Cecil, and then our boxer. So, Bracken,
Good.
you are the first to act.
We will make our way in, and we're gonna take a dodge action and kind of start by sizing this guy up.
Okay, sounds good. As you start with the dodge action, sizing the figure up, Avi,
Mhm.
what would you like to do?
Right now I'm just I'm holding back I'm trying to play off that I'm I'm the worried manager. Like, he really forced me into this, and I can't believe that it's happening, kind of deal.
Performance check.
You got it. That's a 31.
Nice. So, just kind of selling that idea that you're worried, and people look by, that they really seem to care about the bet, and waving around their papers. Cecil.
I'd say I'm trying to order drinks for me and Diglib from a cocktail waiter or waitress that I'm sure is walking around, and I'll order in Goblin.
Okay.
Something, whatever gross thing they drink.
Ale. They drink ale.
A gross Goblin ale.
So, I would say roll for me then athletics or acrobatics to make your way through the crowd without spilling the drinks.
That's gonna be a 9.
Yeah, some of the drinks spill onto you and onto your armor, and it's gonna be sticky.
I'll top off Diglib's, and then with the other one, and I'll take the smaller one.
Okay, sounds
I'm
good.
not going to drink it.
Okay.
They drink Arnold Palmer's, but the lemonade has been added first.
Ooh.
So, at that, it's going to be our boxer's turn, and our boxer is going to take his first attack, and as he goes in to try and hit you, that's going to be a natural 1.
Okay.
An 11,
No.
and then his last attack is a gentleman's 20.
On the second hit, sorry, can I get a riposte in?
Sure.
Let me see. Then make a melee weapon strike. Okay, cool. So it'll be this one. 21 to hit.
21 will hit.
That'll be 2d8 plus 4. 14 damage.
Alright, and then from the last of his 3 strikes that hits you, that's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength saving throw, please. Alright, you're fine.
Alright.
And we come back to your turn.
We're gonna go for a trip attack on this first one.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a 10 hit.
Unfortunately, a 10 does not hit.
Gotcha. Oh, wait, I can... Okay, so superiority dies are spent after a successful hit, so I'll keep going on for this one. How about a 17?
A 17 does hit.
Beautiful. And I need a strength saving throw from them.
Okay. That's the 21.
That will pass. And that will be another 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I will use... you know what? No, we're just gonna go ahead and pass it along. I don't need to use any key points right now.
Okay. Avi,
Mm-hmm.
what are you doing? As we come to your
Okay.
turn.
We're still kind of in that worried phase of. Okay, he got a hit or two in, but we're just starting.
Mm-hmm.
This could go south.
Could go so.
kind of look on my face.
Uh,
I'm really trying to play up the fact that I don't think this is gonna work.
Continue with a performance check, please.
It's another 31.
That's like your third 31 on performance.
I know. I'm just really good at performing.
It's so great.
Just
Um,
really good at it.
Cecil, what are you doing on your turn?
I'm paying real close attention here to my friend.
In what way? Are you trying to get a more in-depth read or just kind of watching?
I'm trying to figure out his mood and or mannerisms. Is he careful? Is he reckless?
I would say then insight check.
That's 12.
He's a fairly bit reserved, not entirely, and he does, of course, give some cheer for the house champion in this playroom. Not as invigorated as he was before, as this is, again, it's not a personal favorite of his. And every so often he brings the tankard to his lips to drink. You don't know how much he's drinking, smaller sips, if anything.
Is he calm?
Fairly. He doesn't seem entirely... He seems a little aggravated from the first fight, or the most recent one before this. But he's not lashing out at anyone.
Okay, I'll just try and match his mood. I don't wanna draw him off.
Okay. Our bare knuckles boxer is going to take 3 attacks at you, Bracken.
Mm.
Got a 14 on his first attack.
Nope.
A 27 on his second.
On a disadvantage?
You didn't take the dodge action.
Oh, that's right, I did. Yeah, that'll hit.
And then that will be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And
Ow.
if you could please make for me a strength saving throw. You are knocked prone by the impact of his fist, and he's going to follow where you've gone down.
Hmm.
Go for a pummeling with another 27
Yeah, that'll do it.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, alright.
So, Bracken, it is your turn.
I am going to use half my movement to get up, and then clock him in the head,
Okay,
and then I'm gonna go for a grapple.
go for it.
18 to grab.
You got him grappled.
Excellent. And then let me see. I think I have something in here about that. Is there a search feature? Oh wait, I know what I can do. Nope, that didn't work. Martial arts deck equip. For now, I'll just let it be and pass over while I look for it.
All right. You hear him call you all sorts of things in that strange goblin language. Avi,
Mm-hmm.
what do you got going on on your side of this fight?
Yeah, things are starting to turn. I'll throw out some bull like, remember what Mama said? Do it for Mama.
All right.
Okay, there it is.
Give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 14.
Cool. So not enough for advantage, but I will give Bracken, for your next attack, you get a +2 to whatever you roll.
Mmm.
Cecil.
Would I have been close enough to hear what the boxer said to Bracken?
Not easily. If you want to make a perception check, you'd be able to try and figure out.
13.
13. Mostly smack talk, calling him puny and how he's going to break you. I'm gonna break you as soon as I get out of here. Break your arms first, your spine, and your legs. All of you.
I would want to yell back in Goblin and somehow turn around what he said in a clever way about his mother.
Roll intimidation to demean him.
Ooh, 6.
It's not the most clever. It's basically, yeah, your mom, with a little bit more work. But you just kind of get a few looks of side eyes from the goblins nearby.
I just kind of make myself small.
It's gonna be our boxer. Sort of. Is that one your friend? Yeah. It don't matter, as he's going to try and break out of the grapple. Go ahead, roll me an athletics check to keep a hold of him. Bracken? Roll me an athletics check to keep a hold of your figure.
Yes.
He breaks out with a 22.
Okay.
So, as he moves out, stands in a ready position for you to come again, just shakes off whatever happened there. And Bracken, it is your turn.
We will. We're gonna go for 2 strikes. $16 to hit.
16 does hit, yes.
All right, cool. That'll be 6 points of damage there. We will flurry of blows. Oh, I guess that one was 13 in that case because of that +2 I got, but I don't think that would have done it.
13, unfortunately, does not hit.
On that one, we will add a superiority die, and on that one, we're going to add a stunning strike.
Okay, both of those hit.
We're going to go for a trip attack. That'll be 16 points of damage, and I need a strength save. And then I need a con save on that.
He fails the strength save,
So he's prone.
right? Which technically means that the 17 has advantage if you want to crit
I
fish.
will crit fish. I will absolutely crit fish. Ha-cha-cha! Nope.
Alright, so, con save, you say.
Yes, DC 14.
He gets a 15,
Oh, well, alright.
so he's not stunned.
And then I'm going to go ahead, and that requires... Oh, I'm going to action surge.
Okay, go for it.
And while he's prone, because this guy's actually been giving me some of the business, boom, 16 to hit, and 25 to hit.
Both of those hit.
Another 18 damage, please.
You're starting to look a little roughed up here.
Oh, good.
Avi,
Mm-hmm.
it's your turn. What you doing?
I tend to say conversationally, but loud enough for people around us to hear. I thought this was supposed to be the best they had.
Oh, shit.
Roll intimidation to break this man's spirit.
Yeah, it's a 28.
Cool. Cool. Anything else from you, Avi?
No, that's it.
Cecil.
I'm in the middle of a crowd. Is anyone paying attention to me?
You did get a few side eyes when your mom comment didn't quite land.
So they still have their eyes on me?
Not so much. They're kind of paying attention to the fight, but I mean, like, you're not being intensely watched, but people are kind of aware of your existence.
Do I think that I could get a minor illusion off without being noticed?
What are the components to minor illusion?
Somatic and material?
You might be able to get it off. Definitely you wouldn't be calling it out, so, you know, you don't have to worry about the verbal, but maybe someone might catch that you're moving, but other people are moving too with waving their slips.
Okay. I'm gonna try a minor illusion, and I want to make a sound. A very loud scream from some random place in the crowd of a a female goblin or hobgoblin trying to tell the fighter that she loves him and she knows that he can do it.
It's a little much for minor illusion. You could make the
Oh.
scream, but not the words.
All right, I'll just do a female goblin scream really
Hell
loud.
yeah, we love it. Go ahead, roll for me. What I want you to do, roll for me an Arcana check, straight Arcana.
That's a nat 20.
Heck yeah! Everyone kind of looks around, trying to figure out what's going on. And it seems that with some of the eyes off of the boxer, he's maybe able to get a bit of confidence back.
I'll say to my friend here, someone's not giving up on him.
A bit intense for my preference.
All right, I'll let that go.
So, with that, it's gonna be our boxer's turn, and is going to try and get up first and foremost. And as he does so, he's gonna try and swing out at you, Bracken. The first attack is a 17 to hit,
Yeah, that'll just hit.
and then that'll be 4 points of bludgeoning damage. And then a 15 will miss, yeah?
Yes.
And then a 27 hits for 9 points bludgeoning damage. And can you make me a strength save?
That's gonna knock me around.
You're knocked prone again, and he kind of just stands over top of you, wipes his busted lip. Bracken, it's your turn.
We are going to we're gonna get back up. We're gonna also wipe off our face a little bit, and then we're gonna throw a couple at him.
"21 hits.
Beautiful. And we'll do that much more damage. And then we'll kind of get our form in tight to take a breather and do go for our second wind. And I will regain 12 HP.
Okay. So as you regain 12 HP, Avi, it's your turn.
Oh goodness. It's just like, come on, Bracky, you can do it. It's
Persuasion.
Oh, Bracky!
persuasion. What's a 16?
All right. 16. 16 will get you +2 to your next attack, Bracken. As you hear your friend cheering for you. Cecil.
I want to yell to Bracky, "You've got him right where you want him."
Okay. Persuasion.
My man's got hands.
It's a 14.
Alright. 14 gets you a +2, Bracken. That stacks. So your next
Awesome.
attack's got a +4.
Excellent.
Anything else from you, Cecil?
That's all.
Alright. Our boxer is gonna go and goes for a knee strike right in the center, right for the gut. Uh, 12 will miss.
We'll repost that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That'll hit.
Told you.
And that'll be... So, is that going to be doubling the superiority die on that?
If
well.
you've got a superiority die, yeah.
Yeah?
It's
So, That'll be 16 plus 2d8 plus 4. Oh! 20, 30.
He goes down. This man falls back like a log.
I
Breathing
saw the window.
labored. Yeah, breathing's labored. The referee steps in. Winner! And as the crowd mostly groans, a few cheers come out. This is where our next break is going to happen. So stick around with us for our ads. We will be back here very shortly to pick up with everything that will be happening in the aftermath. So we will see you all real soon. All right, we are back in action here. The bet has just finished, and well, Cecil, you are out 100 gold. You do have a conversation that was promised you. As Bracken, you make it out of the ring, and find your way over to your companions.
I'm still over with Diglib.
You're still over with Diglib.
Well, that was quite the show, wasn't it?
Yes. Your newcomer has potential.
That last blow, I'm not even sure where it came from.
Well, what is this conversation that you wish to take? Is it something that we need to head elsewhere for?
I think some discretion and privacy would benefit both of us.
And let us go to the warren.
Let us.
Diglib starts to head out.
I follow him.
Do you give any signal to your friends?
I would attempt to if possible.
I would say you'd be able to catch your friend's eyes. What do
Give
you
a little
signal?
head nod.
We got movement.
Bracken, you have Catarib like at your hip. It's like, is that real blood?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Are you gonna lick them? You gotta close the wounds.
Yeah. Do it on its own. We got healers. We got people for that.
Yeah, but the saliva makes it not, infected.
Yeah, but I can't be up here licking my wounds. I got that guy sweat all over me too because we've been punching each other.
That's why you lick it, so you disinfect it.
No. No.
You don't. You keep not understanding the rules.
Look, I'm usually pretty cool about things like this, but I'm usually a yes and kind of guy, but this is what I'm just gonna flat out say no to.
Yes, Catarib has a concept of disinfecting. If it's correct or not, we don't know, but he's got an idea. He seems to have all his limbs. So, you would hear where Avi says that there's movement as well, Bracken, besides Catarib's chatterings.
All right, let me get out of this ring, and we could go figure out what we're doing as a team. And Bracken will very professionally split the ropes and step out and like he's done it a million times before. Because the gig's up now, that man's out cold.
Nice. So, you see a few goblins kind of give you a side eye as you do this, but I mean, money's already exchanged hands. If anything, they'll just try and find you in an alleyway later on.
Yeah, well, they're welcome to. They saw what happened.
All right, Bracky, let's go on. Tell Mama what happened.
Yeah, you got it. I knew I could do it. I knew it. I knew it.
Some unkind words muttered in Goblin.
And I guess we'll make our way over to Cecil, or are you trying
We're
to play your own game here?
following.
So,
Cool.
as you are led from the playroom into one of the, into the crew warren, there's a handful of other goblins that, as soon as they see Dicklip kind of in his mood, sort of turn away, and they're far enough away that they wouldn't be any sort of immediate concern to your conversation, Cecil.
So he's stopped.
Yeah, he stopped in the warren.
Diglip, I really appreciate your time and discretion in speaking with me. I'm sorry that bet didn't quite go your way.
I'm sure you are. Yes, what is your business now?
Well, I get the feeling that you're a real careful type for a goblin. You seem a little more reserved and thoughtful about things.
Business requires a certain approach. You must understand.
Oh, I think I understand perfectly. See, what I'm looking for is information on the individual I'm looking for.
And what makes you so sure I can assist?
I think you are just the goblin I'm looking for. I think you know exactly where I might be able to find this person.
Well, you keep talking in riddles. I assure you I know many people.
And what can you tell me about Jelives?
His eyes go a little wide there. I can tell you that you're thinking yourself of a higher station than you are. You do not wish to follow this path.
Oh, I think I'm on the right path. I do appreciate your kind concern, though.
What are you after? Blackmail? Bribes?
Just another conversation.
Roll persuasion.
Oh no!
Yeah, then. I wish you good luck. I do not wish to have Jelives going after me, should you find out how you found her whereabouts.
Well, Jelives doesn't have to know that any information came from you.
Now can I assure that it won't reach her ears?
Or maybe I can fund some more of your gambling.
You see that interest is piqued.
I don't have any real quarrel with you or with the shrewd brine saboteurs, but Jelives is getting into things that they shouldn't.
How much do you have?
Enough. I know they're trying to hire you, right? Jellives is a female, yeah?
Yes.
I know she's trying to hire you.
$50 platinum.
Well, for 50 platinum, hoping to find some more details maybe about.
50 platinum, I tell you everything I know.
You've got to deal. I'll hand it over.
She takes it. Tucks it into his robes before kind of settling himself. Jellivis is not in the Dark Ward Leaf. She is staying at the Luna Brook within the Moon Ward Leaf. They've no real interactions with recent runners with updates upon our deal. They deliver the letters to the trusted concierge at the brook, and the concierge is the one who delivers it to Jellivis.
That's very helpful. And what kind of messages are you sending back and forth?
It's business. Negotiations.
About what?
It's some shipment of goods. I don't know the details, but it's been said that it is valuable, and that would be perhaps a source of substantial fundings.
Just goods?
I've not been given too many details. Jellivis and her co-conspirator are very tight-lipped about their operations.
Are there any timetables that you're aware of?
They are looking to make sure that transport of goods in return for some heavy hands coming up shortly, but it's no definitive timetable that I've been made aware of just yet. Just that they are looking for a group of people to make on this acquisition of goods. It's not so much a delivery rather than a pickup.
Do you know a location yet?
Somewhere on Velda Mortalis. That's what they've made me aware of.
Well, I think we've had a positive mutual interaction here, Diglib. Might I give you some free advice?
He doesn't argue, but kind of narrows his eyes.
Jellives is not up to something that they're prepared to handle, and I definitely don't think that you'd be prepared to handle it either. But I'll keep my promise, and your name won't come up when I have my next conversation. Whatever the payment from them, it won't be sufficient to cover the risk.
Very well.
Right. I suggest you maybe find a different business venture to pursue. Otherwise, I could always introduce you in private again to this new fighter. You've seen what he can do. And I'll just kind of gesture as I'm sure they're walking towards us at this point.
Roll an intimidation.
But I'm bad at that.
And don't try and intimidate.
But he's mean. It's a 6.
Yes, well, I'll see what I can do.
You seem smart. I'm sure you'll make the right decision.
Do you do anything else?
No, I think I'll turn and walk back towards my party.
Okay. You meet where, in the middle, just kind of at the edge of the warren. You have the information that Jelaves is in the Moonward Leaf at the Lunar Brook, a high-class tavern.
I know where we need to go to find Jelaves. I think we're good to depart.
Sounds good.
Quite the fight, Bracky.
Yeah, well, you gotta start off slow. You had me in the like in that middle part. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little scared, but then he opened up like an idiot, and I just cold cocked him.
Yeah, that was quite the finish.
Yeah,
All
well, you just gotta keep your eye on the ball. The ball being that guy's temples.
Is the ball
Right.
rolling up?
Not for him anymore. It's not.
Well, let's get out of here then.
Alright. Go ahead, roll for me performance or intimidation as you walk out of this this place. Okay. Your group does fairly well, well enough that as you leave the Ironbark Towers, as you leave the district that you're in, you are not approached by anyone. But now you get out and you all are able to breathe easily. You all are together as a full group again.
I'll let everyone know that Jelaves is in the Moonward Leaf at the Lunar Brook Tavern. There's a concierge that passes information back and forth.
Hey, do we want to head there now, or do we want to wait until we have a bit more of a plan?
Well, I'm hesitant to wait.
That's why I'm asking. You want to go now? We go now.
I think we go now.
We go now.
We go now.
I'm just going to put this out there. Understanding that we do have a bit of a timetable. This seems to be in an area quite posh, and Bracken is very much looking like he just got out of the fisticuff ring.
You think we'd stick out too much? Do we need to fancy up a bit?
I would think that if we wish to not draw any immediate attention, Bracken at least needs to clean up.
Yeah, that's fair.
I also might have an idea of how we can fancy it up.
Yeah, if it raises our success.
Wear
Our
my
chance of
fancy
success.
clothes?
Yes, you can wear your fancy clothes.
Do I need to polish my teeth?
I was thinking maybe we could see if Lyriantha might help us.
We could do that.
I mean,
We have a couple of contacts from Lieutenant Dwinaloth as well.
That's right. Let's at least get Bracken cleaned up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I could use a little bit of a breather.
Yeah, you're
Alright.
still
I think he
bleeding.
might have bruised a rib or two. That might take a day.
your ribs don't just pop back?
Well, he didn't knock it out. He's just bruised.
Oh. So, you make your way to the Moonward Leaf, but instead of trying to find the Lunar Brook, you make your way to the where is it? Gilvorn Estate, where you can use your access of the safe house to clean up, perhaps put on some fancy clothes if that is your wish, and, well, I think as Bracken and the rest of you, if any of you need to clean up as well, and take this time, we'll say we can cover a short rest, and that's where we will pick up in our next session. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to wildewitch.com and check us out there. That's WILDEWITCH.com to see all the fun stuff we've got going on, all the ways you can find us on the internet, including the invite link to our Discord to join us, hang out, and jump in a game yourself. While you're there on the internet, I do want to say thank you to Sirenscape, who provides all of our background music, our ambiance, our sad trombone, and played during dramatically appropriate times. You can check them out and all that this cool tool can do for you and your table at their website, sirenscape.com. And with that, as always, may the ever-burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.